Yo legends, so coming up in this video was last night. Literally I was sat here and I was like just thinking generally, and all of a sudden this wave come over me and said shut your eyes, put your voice recorder on and start speaking. So I did, and different scenarios of how the divine works with me, whether it's through people or divine interventions or angelic connections, whatever it is, whatever come out my mouth for 12 minutes and 55 seconds, which funnily enough was the exact time of a background video that I've got. 12 minutes 55 seconds. I attach them together and then it synchronizes into the video in a strange way. You might think it's strange. To me it's normal. So yeah, enjoy legends. This is a divine message to many people that would either align with this message, or even if you don't, it doesn't matter. But soon there is to be a day where a select few of a single number will begin to be blessed with their superhuman powers, and this is going to be unfolding very soon in the coming months. I say this on the 20th of July 2021, and yes, there is going to be 144,000 of the strongest souls ever known that shall rise in due time. But there's also a select few, single number, that when they get their superhuman powers, and many of these may resonate with this video, they need to remember something very important, and that is, when you get these gifts, when you suddenly realize that you have a catalogue of Akashic records that you can collect within your conscious mind, not just your subconscious, and you realize you were born for this, and that your spiritual calling has all been preordained for this very moment. When you get these gifts, it is very important not to allow ego. Allow for the tree of you to flourish, and do not try to make money from your superpowers. Use it to grow the birth of humanity, to bring forth the birth of humanity, which is that we are all one, we are all aligned into this frequency. So when a select few, especially, as well as the tribe of the rainbow, get these gifts, be it telepathy, astral travel, teleportation, levitation, performing miracles that are unknown to anyone. When you get these gifts, and these gifts are coming to a select few, ego cannot get involved in this. The dark, call it the devil or the dark deceiver or whatever you call it, would like for you to try and, I don't know, post things of your superpowers or use it in dark ways. So remember that authenticity was one of the things that ruined humanity many thousands of years ago. Call it Lemuria or Atlantis. We had superhuman powers. There were things that we were doing. Many of you may realize now that astral tantric connections, be it sexual or sensual, are coming our way. But for the select few, which will be known, and this will come true very soon in our world, there needs to be no ego. There needs to be no trying to make money off of your power. There needs to be absolute divinity of the finest form, the native form, the purest form, only love. And this is going to happen to the select few before the tribe of the rainbow, because it is true, there are 34 ascended masters ready for this, and we're being triggered right now. And we need to realise that this is happening. Everything that's going on in the world right now, be it, COVID, or the suppressed emotions that's happening, the mass suicide that's not being documented, and the dark energy that is being exposed, there's many truths about to rise. And some of these truths are going to be very, very, very hard to hear. Even the most highly ascended people that believe that they are the pinnacle of truth and that they are the spiritual healers. And many of these people that make money off of people through their gifts of spiritual healing, they make money, and this is a deception, because some of these people are making money in extortionate ways that do not align with the purity of oneness, and also the purity of giving with no expectation of receiving, aka money. And many people in the world right now are waking up, this is true, and they realise the truth. And many conspiracy theorists are going to be the ones that are replicated with the people that always shamed them, blamed them, and turned a blind eye to them, including mass ignorance. They will have their day. This is true. This is coming. This will happen soon. And it's unfolding right now in front of our eyes, and we know it. So those that are ignorant to our truth will see. And we do not need to try to wake people up, because the truth is coming. And there's going to be many unearthed truths that I know will shock many people. I mean, for example, when we realise that we have been eating... Oh, man. Okay, there's many things that we're going to realise that are going to come true, that are going to blow our minds in incredible ways. But if you're not aligned with truth, and if you are an ignorant person, this is the time not to just realise that your world has just been turned upside down, but to realise that you're a lion, and that you're here for massive reasons, and that you stop at nothing, and that the truth needs to be exposed. This world is an illusion. This world is nothing like what you think. 99% of what you may think of this world, or even many of the truth seekers, the conspiracy theorists, whatever we call them, us, the way makers, the way showers, we only need to show the way. The dove of duality is going to bless humanity. And there's nothing that's going to stop this or get in the way. But there are going to be some miraculous things occurring around the world. Certainly to a select few. And yeah, there's going to be people that suddenly can be able to read minds on a profound level. And there will be just this blossoming of the butterfly that comes forth out of the cocoon of the darkness, of the entrapment, of the mental, psychological imprisonment of humanity. And this is going to happen.
But when we feel these gifts, when we feel these downloads, when we feel that the second son is coming, which it is, it's going to bless us more and more and more. Many of us know that our 12-stranded DNA, which has been manipulated down to one strand, is coming now. And this means superhuman stuff. Literally, just like Lemuria, Atlantis. When we were flying around, we can do things that were amazing. We could literally, the pyramids were built through the mind. Many of the architectural genius inventions in the whole world were built through the mind. They did not need, many of these places did not need physical labor. It was intricate orchestration of God consciousness, call it Christ consciousness, in the highest form, that made these structures all around the world. And it's so delicately made. But the highest ascended masters are the ones that need to focus. Just like the buildings and the architects and the amazing structures around the world, and many things that are beneath our sea and beneath our world, because there is an inner world, there is a heaven on earth beneath, 7 portals to this in the world. And our Palladians and Arcturians and Lyrians and Syrians and natives and warriors, they're here for this. Our angels are all around us. But we need to focus, especially some of the highest ascended masters. Do not let ego get in the way. Ego is how the devil has manipulated the whole world into what we live in now. So, for example, if I was to suddenly realise that I can move say a plant or a tree, or I can bring in a bird, or I can bring in animals, or I could through telepathy connect with someone in such a divine way where it's so obvious to them that I'm there with them, and I can project my astral body out and be with them and see things that they are seeing in their reality, but I'm thousands and thousands of miles away. This is going to start happening to many people, specifically a select few. Ego, we need to drop. Making money, just for example, making money, and then a lot of money. So many spiritual healers in the world, they charge hundreds of dollars an hour, or they make a lot of money. This is not divine, and this is not where we're going, because survival is survival. Making money and being very rich and profiting off of a spiritual gift that you have is not divine. It's the work of the devil, even if it's just a 1% of whatever. So just remember, we are the representation of the image of God. We are Christ consciousness, and there are going to be some select few that are going to start having superhuman powers in the coming months, and this will be seen. It's like a blossoming flower, and this is going to happen. But open eyes and open minds are needed, because the flaming flower, the flaming fire, the eternal fluorescence is about to bless us, and we need to just let it be. The truth is coming.